Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your day. Thank you so much again for joining me. I just love you guys as always. You're the best. Well, all the signs are the best, but you're the best. So today we have gone from a waxing crescent moon into our first quarter moon of 2021. This means that it is time to stop dreaming, stop planning, and start doing. My beautiful Gemini, I know you're ready. I know you've been focusing. I've seen those views. You guys are out there and present. And I know you've got your intentions written down, planned, and ready to start implementing them. I am ready to start implementing mine as well. So right now, as the moon is still in Pisces, whether it's first quarter or not, it gives us that Pisces energy, that a little bit of intuitive dreaminess. And my intuitive side is telling me that I should do readings, spreads based on what you need to know to really be successful when acting, when pushing forward your intentions, when actually acting on your intentions and being actively part of your success, and not just being passively part of your success. So what I have for you today, my Gemini, is 4 cards. One represents your vision of where you think things are, like what you kind of perceive to be going on. One represents your obstacle. Then you have what is holding you back and what will help you. So just getting right into it. The card that is your vision, it's kind of like an anything goes. So many options. It's the World card. This is the last of the major arcana cards, and it just represents like closure, wrapping things up, journey, success, just everything you would think this World card might mean. It's just everything. It's like, it's kind of cliche. I don't want to just keep saying everything, but it's literally like showing you how everything is coming to fruition. Everything is possible. All the options are on the table. It is time to begin and end. It is time to start and stop. It is time to celebrate. It is time to act. It is kind of an everything card. And so that is what it's saying your perception is right now, Gemini, which, going with how much you guys are just so communicative and so actively in social settings, and you just enjoy that kind of lifestyle, if you're like a core Gemini kind of person, that is probably kind of true. It's probably how you are a lot of times, just like an everything goes, ready for action person. So your obstruction is your mind, which for you, Gemini, is often the case. It is your mind that gets you in trouble. Your mind here, it's the King of Swords. This is a card. It's normally a card of logic and just assuredness, superiority, and experience, and the card generally represents just like superior knowledge. So you can ask yourself, how can a card that represents superior knowledge equal an obstacle? Well, it clearly is a card where that knowledge is not there. That is what it means when a card is in a position that is naturally a negative position. This is what you are either lacking or what is hurting you, kind of a thing. So clearly it wouldn't hurt you to have superior knowledge unless, of course, you believed that your knowledge was the only knowledge on the planet, and therefore you would be wrong. So, I would definitely say the obstacle here is an understanding. You have a position, either someone else, but most likely yourself, where you feel like you have a really good ground, like you are so sure of what you know that it is going to hurt you. So moving into what is holding you back, very poignant. It is the Moon card. The Moon, while it represents not a clear negativity in any way, no one would say, oh, the Moon is a negative card. To me, the Moon, it's a little bit more negative than people may perceive. I'm not sure everyone's view on it, but the Moon is definitely something that speaks of raw animalistic, natural push and pulls, yin and yang, the fighting that naturally occurs, the good and evil in all of us. This natural instinct to fight your inner self. Like, we have always got to battle between, logic and emotion, what we want versus what we need. And that is very much what your obstacle is here. When it comes to what you're trying to do for yourself, you have to be careful of how you're weighing these scales. You have you seem to be very self-assured with that King of Swords. It's like to the point where, like I said, it's hurting you. And what you aren't understanding is you're almost robotically assured. You are so focused on what you believe to be true that you're not allowing for failure in a way, but maybe that's not the right way to say it. It's more that, it's the unknown. It's the chaos factor. You can't plan for a chaos factor. And you are so sternly logical that I guess that's really, that just kind of hit me. Like, if you are planning everything so perfectly that you're not planning for failure, then you will fail. That's just what they say. Plan to fail or fail to plan, kind of a thing. It kind of goes hand in hand. And in this case, you're planning and determining there won't be failure. And therefore, you never know what might just totally throw a wrench in your cog. So you've got to be careful there. So let's just get straight to the end, and that is your advice card, the positivity, the thing that's going to help you bring it all together. And it is the opposite of the moon. It is the sun. And this here is just this radiating little energy of innocence and beauty. And what the sun really represents is a need to get outside of your own head and make sure that you are celebrating and enjoying life with other people. Let me emphasize that. Especially when you are in a position, like if this is resonating with you at all, Gemini, and you really feel like, you very are much, the maker of your own fate, and you're going to get it all together. You don't need anybody else's opinion. Maybe you need their help, but you don't need their opinion. You're not planning for the unknown. When and if that time comes and you find yourself, for lack of a better phrase, on your knees, stressed out about something you didn't plan for, the call to action is to just allow others to help you. It is an understanding that what you're dealing with is not permanent, and bringing more people into the fold will help settle your mind and settle your energy and allow you to continue processing forward. So I hope this helps you, Gemini. Of course, I'm not, the end all be all of life. I'm just trying to help others, in a way that makes sense to me. And right now, this is where I'm being called to be. This is what I'm being called to do. I do want to point out before I go, this is very interesting. You got all major arcana cards. Like, oh wait, no, you didn't. You just got 4, 3 in a row, and then the king on his side. But, just forget I said that. Anyway, so the moon, the world, the sun, the King of Swords, all together. You have all the options. You are very capable. You're very smart. You know what's going on. But be careful that you're not planning for the unexpected and the chaos factor. Because it's not that you don't know how to deal with it. It's just no one ever knows how to deal with something they didn't know was going to happen. Okay? So it's okay to not know all the answers. All right, that's all I have for you today, Gemini. I hope you have a wonderful first quarter. Please focus, or I should say act out on what you're supposed to be accomplishing. I am starting mine tomorrow for real, and I hope that you are too. So I'll see you tomorrow.